Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla. Together, these tech giants are called the Magnificent Seven. And why are they called magnificent? Not because of their massive valuations or their investments in artificial intelligence. They are called magnificent because of their dominance in the stock market. These seven stocks account for over 1/3 of the total value of S&P 500. S&P 500 is an index that tracks the top 500 companies in America, and these seven companies that I just mentioned rule it. They shape the fortunes of the market, and when they stumble, the market trembles. We saw that yesterday. The stock markets were bleeding. $1 trillion were wiped off in a single day, all thanks to a Chinese AI company called deepseek. We've been telling you about it on this show. deepseek recently unveiled its AI models, its AI chatbots. And they're making waves the world over, giving American AI giants like ChatGPT and Gemini a run for their money. The Chinese models are cost-effective, just a few $1 million in investments. They were also trained on less advanced chips, yet they're as good as their Western counterparts, and this has left the markets in a frenzy. If you looked at the Magnificent Seven yesterday, you could have mistaken them for a Chinese flag. That's how red they were. The biggest loser? Star chipmaker Nvidia. It had its worst day since the year 2020. Nvidia shares plunged 17% in yesterday's trade. It wiped out $600 billion in market value, $600 billion in just one day. It's the biggest fall in US stock market history. The other tech titans weren't spared either. Alphabet shed $100 billion. Microsoft lost $7 billion. All in all, it was manic Monday for America's tech giants. And the losses spilled over. The world's richest collectively lost $108 billion. Leading this rout was Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia. His fortune took a $20 billion hit. You'd think he wouldn't be a fan of deepseek, but surprisingly, Huang had a different take. He called it, and I'm quoting, an excellent advancement. And it's easy to see why. deepseek's AI models were trained using Nvidia chips. They weren't the latest and the greatest, but they were still Nvidia chips. And here's the twist. A cheaper AI model means more AI demand.
Yeah, I think the worry is that they, in theory, were able to do this without NVIDIA's latest chips, as well as the model. It's a strong model. But the reality is that it doesn't change the position of U.S. tech, NVIDIA, Microsoft, and others relative to AI revolution. And I do believe it's a huge overreaction that we're seeing in stocks on this deepseek sell-off.
So this does not spell doom for Nvidia, but the same can't be said for OpenAI. That's the maker of ChatGPT. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman praised deepseek. Let me quote from what he said. deepseek's R1 is an impressive model, particularly around what they're able to deliver for the price. We will obviously deliver much better models. So Sam Altman says OpenAI can do better, but can they really? Again, look at the numbers. deepseek trained its models for just $6 million. Compare that to OpenAI. It is burning through $5 billion a year. So the Chinese version comes for a fraction of the cost. Plus, it is free for users, while ChatGPT comes with a hefty price tag. So for consumers, the choice is quite obvious. It is a no-brainer, really. Millions are flocking to deepseek, making it the highest-rated free app in the United States. But with great fame comes great risk. And deepseek learned it the hard way yesterday. The app was hit by a cyber attack. It was so bad that the company had to limit registrations. They investigated it for 2 hours and called it a large-scale malicious attack. deepseek has not given any more information on the attack. The timing, of course, is a bit suspicious, so the internet wasted no time in deciding who is the culprit. They believe the United States did it. But conspiracy theories aside, the rise of deepseek is a reminder. Innovation does not always have to come with a $1 billion price tag. Yes, the Magnificent Seven still dominate the market, but they're not invincible. Yesterday's sell-off was a sign of things to come, perhaps, that the next big revolution may not come from Silicon Valley.